And we're continuing to follow breaking news across San Diego County, but more specifically in that Mountain View area. We want to send things over to Julio Vasquez. He is live along the 15 freeway, where the 15 northbound has been at a complete standstill over at least the last hour or so with all the flooding along the 15. Julio, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
So what are you seeing there now?
Like
we've seen several Caltrans workers still trying to clear those drains, right?
Yeah, I think it's kind of incredible, the men and women of Caltrans, pitching in to get this done. I know I'm not going to take them for granted like I did before, but they're trying to clear this up. I can't imagine all these people stuck there without being able to go anywhere. And I do remember a while back, one of the reporters that I worked with was actually flying out of town, and she got stuck behind one of those traffic accidents, and she missed her flight, and she missed her cruise, and she told me all about it. And I just think every time I see traffic stop like this, I think about, everybody's going in their own different direction, and who knows, hopefully there's no fatalities in this incident. But it is impressive, what a large amount of water in a short period of time can do.
Julio, I wanted to ask you, because we have seen this live shot up for about 2 hours now and monitoring all of the lanes closed at the 15 and 32nd Street, and now a number of Caltrans crews trying to make sure that they can make sure that things are no longer jammed in those storm drains. Have they made any headway? Have you noticed the water subsiding at all there?
I think they have made some progress. I don't know for sure if it's their efforts or maybe the rain just letting up a bit, but you can see the debris that was pushed out, at the peak of the weather event. So that's all the debris that's, all the stuff you see on the side of the shoulder, mulch and stuff that was, made its way, floated its way through to the top. And I do think they are making progress.
You have to wonder, though, when you showed us.
The storm channel over here
yeah, look at all that water.
This thing's going down, or at least it appears to me.
When you showed us the mud on the northbound side of the 15, where the water has subsided a little bit, you have to wonder, once they get the water drained, if cars are even going to be able to travel in that.
And that's, mud with tree limbs and leaves. This is the same situation that we've seen pretty much across the entirety of the Mountain View area, which is even after that water subsides, there's just so much damage with all of that debris there on the roads.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I do know I got to pick up my kids at 3 o'clock from school. So now I'm starting to worry about how I'm going to make it.
Exactly, and I'm sure that's the same concern for a lot of parents in the community who are trying to make this part of their afternoon commute. You can see the 15 northbound still at that complete standstill, several emergency vehicles, ambulances there. The good news there is that we luckily don't see cars trying to pass through that water. Remember, that motto is turn around, don't drown, and that's because we have seen some cases where those cars are submerged. Our photographer Kenny McGregor was showing us some situations where vehicles had been moved hundreds of feet away just by that sweeping water, that flash flooding that we saw over the last several hours. So you can see now close to about 10 members of the Caltrans team trying to clear up those storm drains to allow for that water to recede a bit, to allow for those storm drains to take in more of that water. Because remember, underneath all that water is just debris, mud, tree limbs, trash, all that stuff that's blocking those drains.